Hello, my name is Sekit, and we are playing all the mods Spellbound. And between episodes, I built this greenhouse around our farm. The gabbro brick gabbro from Create, the cherry logs that are native to the biome, and some limestone. I find huge pockets of the gabbro, the limestone, and other Create stuff downstairs. So, we've got quite a few points to spend in our astral tome. Now, I spent some already, and just kind of checking out we've got increased armor, increased perk effectiveness, which sounds good, attack speed, life. But I noticed that we're getting quite close to the center. We had a path there, and from there we could branch out into anything. Find out what it all is, if we can even get into that stuff that it says we can't grasp the effect. Maybe we have to go through first? I don't know. So, increase the effectiveness of the perk, and do that again, and do that again, and... Okay, so we need a gem to unlock that slot. Okay. Getting the gem is a little bit of a process. You gotta take a bucket of starlight, and you throw in a rock crystal and an illumination powder. Stand back so we don't have to pick them up. You see a little particle effect. Now you got your gem crystal cluster. And eventually, there's a couple growth stages, and it'll be obvious when it's done. There's a couple different types you can get. I think depending on when in the day the crystal grows. It has a very good chance of growing in the middle of the night, though. I think it's a guaranteed growth. It's somewhere between like 230, 430 more, something like that. So I'm gonna work on the basement for a couple days. See how that thing's coming along. It's the next day. You can see it's visibly grown. Not finished, but definitely progress. Okay, I think we're done. Just break it. And we got an Orium Dynamism gem. This one increases melee damage and increases reach. Yeah, they all do different stuff. So let's go ahead and plop that down right here. You right click, and then you select. And now it's active. Cool. And now we can go this way. Okay. I'm looking for something that I don't understand. See if we can make our way to it. Okay. So we'll try to head up this way and see what happens. Actually, some of the stuff right around the center I think we're gonna go for first just because it looks so useful. Like, +2 levels of Sweeping Edge, +1 levels in Breaking, just effects applied to yourself. This is, I think we'll go for the increased perk experience. See how many of those we can get. I think there are a few. Less life. We might not do all of them. I'm just placing blocks, kinda trying to get some more points. I found out you can make the cork candles with the tallow. I think we might have already known that, but I didn't realize that meant that we'd be able to dye them, so that's cool. And then you can take these and combine them with iron nuggets to get the candle holders from supplementaries. These are nice too. These you can put like right on the wall like torches. They're pretty nice. Another thing you can make from builders is this arcade game, They all play the same game. They do work, though. Oh, those are the wrong types of window panes. Can I turn this back? I think I can. Yeah. Excellent. Let's put it down here somewhere. Yeah, pigment. Oh, just put it right here. And you can play Snake, I guess, more games maybe coming sometime. That's cool. I also want to make some of this stuff from Corrail's Tombstone. We need a graze for some reason. Make the marble with stone, the graze stuff that mobs have been dropping, and some bone meal. And then we can make the graze. Let's check out this one. With this Essence of Undeath. And something dropped that. I don't know what it was. It might be due to that Corrail perk, special drops from Undead. I'm not sure. But we're just going to pop it down back behind the greenhouse. And we'll make a little area for it eventually. But put it right here. I don't know if I like that. But can we do anything with it? Can we change it? Let's see. Nah. Alright, we're stuck with it. See what it does. So these honks. Making with gold ore, sticks in the grave dust. And we're gonna use a couple of them as decorations, but one of them we're gonna use on the grave. Let's see here. Right click. Hold right click. Yeah, okay, now we've got the countdown. And it'll take a couple hours. Best to get into it early. That did not give us another point, but it did give us first prayer. So let's see. Taking a break from building, also to get some materials to build with. I came to the Nether. I want some blackstone. I think this is a bastion, but there's a lot of structures around. That's that Nether fortress, so it's I think it's a bastion. It's certainly sized like a bastion. I don't know if there are two, if this is another one, but it kind of doesn't look bastion-y, but it does. I don't know. I guess this stuff is really all still new with this version of the game. Okay, it's definitely a bastion. You just have to cheat up. And I see a whole bunch of jerks. I want to get up high. It doesn't seem like there's a really good way to get over this, so I'm just kind of pot-shotting these guys with flare. And I guess we'll just bridge over. That's terrifying. I don't want this guy to shoot me. Oh, he's a brute. This guy could shoot me. I'm just about over there. I hope this is worth it. Still got a few boys in there. Creeping through slowly, carefully. Alright, we made it up to the treasure room. One of these boys with the silverfish could really ruin my day, so I'm being real careful. Alright, let's see what we got. Tools of War. Interesting. Potion of Fire Resistance. 6 carats. Netherite, netherite. Not much. More Tools of War. War pick. A lot of these. I must not fall down this time. Last time I was in this silo when I went right down there and died horribly. There's one ancient debris. Sharpen. Old diamond pick, that's nice. Blunt pen. This stuff put away. Keep those arrows out. Bunch of wither roses, that's lucky. Alright. Onward and downward. This is a little different. Bloodstains from Evil Craft. Just regular loot chest. See if there's anything. It looks like just the normal stuff, which I'm not complaining about. Yoink. And there's a chest over there, which we're also going to do, I think. I picked all of those boys off that were over there. A little more ancient debris. More gas here. Spotted. Okay. Here. Here's something. What's that dungeon? Let's light her up. Yeah, this is the way back to the surface. There's a trap of some kind, I want to say. Let's see. Plenty of iron. Oops. Which way am I taking? See any spawners or anything particularly dangerous. See some TNT, that's danger. How much TNT is there down here? This is great. Okay. Anything else down here? Nope, nothing around. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Let's some of this stuff away. Get another structure of some kind. Oh, we're gonna wanna deal with him. I don't know what all this is. That's important to the pigment. Guild, eh? What's it all about? Sizable. That's a little building. How are you supposed to get up in there? Oh, hello. tiny little entrance here. Terracotta. That's quite nice. Little loot, that's quite nice. No surprises. I haven't seen a gas, but we're getting plenty of tears. Hello. Who are you? An imp. Groovy. Glad to know you, buddy. Anyway, all kinds of structures in the nether. Another thing I want to do to get some more building materials is get into Botania. Make some more living wood with our pure daisy. We're going to do the same with some stone to get some living rock and see the particles. It works exactly the same way. There it goes. Now the first thing the Botania questline wants us to do is get all of the 16 different colors of flowers. You find them in your world, and we have most of them. But we don't have all of them, and I don't really feel like going around and searching for just a couple of flowers. So we're going to make this Floral Fertilizer, which is also a later quest. Works just like bone meal, except you only get Botania flowers. And hopefully this will get us the ones that we're missing. A lime one, we didn't have that. See how we do. Okay, the only other one we were missing was green. And we got the Floral Fertilizer quest. And we might as well use the rest of this stuff. Nice. There's also a quest for the pure daisy, I think. Wants the petal, it wants 2 pure daisies. Also wants the petal apothecary. I'll just make another pure daisy. Just like we did before. That should be that. I don't know why it's not telling me about the task. So I might have to have them both in my inventory. There we go. The power of Botania is called, of course, mana. And we're going to set up something to make us some. I'm going to take my magnetic ring off now. So we just got a pressure plate here. And we're going to put a redstone repeater down. And I'm going to... Whoops. I'm going to reskin a shroom light. Do that over here? Yeah. Just to make it look nice on the inside. Now we're going to put a piece of redstone up here. And we're going to put a block down right on top of the repeater. And shift click it on there, I hope. Bit of redstone. And take another open crate like we have right over there to drop stuff straight down. And we're going to put a hopper right up here. What this is for, let me get a little something to demonstrate. I want exactly 1 piece of fuel lying on this pressure plate. And the way this works is that when there's a piece of coal or whatever on the pressure plate sends a redstone signal to the repeater, which powers this block, and in turn sends a redstone signal to the hopper, which locks it. So if there's something there, then there will only be 1 thing there. You can have a full hopper inventory above it, but there'll only ever be 1 piece of fuel on the ground. This setup and the flower is what's going to give us our mana, our fuel. Now we need a way to direct the mana, and we do that with something called a mana spreader. 6 living wood and a feather and a gold, I think, unless the the recipe is different in this. So let's see. There's a mana spreader. Are we? Okay, it wants us to make the Endo Flames next. So I'll just keep the mana spreader on me. We'll make the Endo Flames next. For that, we're going to need a couple of red. Let's see, we'll need 4 brown, 2 red, and I want to say it's light gray. This is what we're going to use to generate mana for us, at least for the time being. Yeah, light gray. Okay. In here somewhere. And clear out our inventory here. So we're going to go ahead and grab the petals. And I don't need 64 leaf blocks. Probably do need some water though. The Endo Flame, which is this flower we're making, produces mana based on burnable stuff. And that's why we have something as the setup over there. It's going to provide these things with the fuel that it needs. Just right click, we'll make a few more of these. Oh, I screwed it up. That's okay. Alright, there's that quest anyway. We got the mana spreader. Probably also wants us to make a wand. Okay, 32 of each. Okay. Should be the last of it. Very good. Now we're gonna need a wand. So let's see, we got plenty of orange. You can do this with any petal, or any 2 petals, really. Mix and match them, whatever you want to do. And we'll need some living wood twigs, which are whole living wood logs. Just like this. Beefy twigs. This is the wrench of the mod. And it's going to help us out. Now we're going to want a mana pool. That's the kind of battery of the mod. Someplace to store the mana that we're generating. And this will all start to come together in a minute here, I hope. We're going to put the mana spreader down right here. We don't want it right up against the pressure plate because all of this stuff is redstone reactive. It does stuff with redstone reactive. We're going to make a mana pool, which is just 5 living rock. Oh, we already made one. Okay, so now we have 2 mana. We're going to put it up here because we're going to want something under it. And we're going to connect the mana spreader to the mana pool. You see now it's angled up. That was just shift right click. Simple. Now we're going to plant our Endo Flames. Fine. And we'll certainly add some more. Coal. Throw it into the barrel. And you can see the particle effect on the Endo Flames as they pick up the coal, start burning it, turn it into mana. By having the mana spreader down first, the Endo Flames automatically recognized it and connected it. You can use the Wand of the Forest, just like we did, to connect them if you did it in a different order. Now, we're getting just a little bit of mana in here. Now you can use this stuff for all kinds of things, but we're just going to be using it for a little transformation. Now normally, the mana spreader can do stuff like you throw iron in it, you get mana steel, ender pearl, give you mana pearl, you get mana diamonds, all that you use in the mod. What we're specifically interested in right now is the mana diamond. Or the pearl. I mean, we should have 2 brewing stands and 4 living rock. And what else does this need? We're making a block called an alchemy catalyst. And with the alchemy catalyst, you can transform even more stuff. Okay, 2 gold. And that's what we want to do. We want to be able to get more building materials, and this is how we're going to do it. And you just throw it right under your mana pool. And we want it accessible because sometimes we're going to want to take it out. There's another thing we can put under there. So set up like that. Okay, so this has been going for a little while. With the alchemy catalyst underneath, we can, where did it go? Let's see if we can look at this a different way. We'll look at it in the mana pool. Yes, this is what we wanted. So we can get andesite from stone. And then with the alchemy catalyst, we can get diorite. And we can get granite. And if we need to, we can turn it back into andesite. So we'll have those vanilla materials pretty much taken care of. See how expensive it is. Not that expensive. So that takes care of that, but Botania has a lot more building materials that I would like to use for that village. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a Runic Altar. I think it's just some living wood. Well, it's not the mana spreader. And a mana diamond. There we go. Oh, also a quest. Let's see where we're at. No, I don't want to pin it. Oh, it's over here. It just wants us to make the basic runes. That's cool. Now to power this thing, we're going to need another mana spreader. To take the mana from the altar, or from the mana pool, I should say, to the altar. So we'll just put the altar down right here. And we'll hook these 2 things up. There we go. What material we're going to need to make the thing that we're trying to make, okay, is something we're going to want to take the alchemy catalyst out for. There we go. So before it would change it to glowstone, but what we want is mana powder. Just throw it in there, just like everything else. I'm going to make a couple of these runes. We need a rune of fire. So we got nether wart, gunpowder, we need a nether brick. And in addition to what it shows in JAI, you're also going to need, for all of these, you're going to need a piece of living rock, and you're going to need your wand of the forest. So you just right-click your ingredients onto the altar, and once the altar recognizes a valid recipe, it starts doing its thing. And see the mana going from the mana spreader in here. Progress bar lets you know how close you are to being done. Bar is like a graph thing. Progress circle. And when that's done, what you do is you right click with your living rock and then right click, whoops, then right click with your wand of the forest. And that gives you your item, in this case, item. We're also going to make a rune of earth here. Now for the next thing we want to make, we need a little redstone root. It's easy enough to make. It's just redstone and some grass that you can shear up. And we're also going to need, okay, a gray, a yellow, a green, and a red. So this is also a petal apothecary recipe. I'll put the runes in there. One of each of these petals. And the green one. And then the redstone root. And then the seeds. And we have our Metamorphosis. Last thing we want is a mana tab. This is like the battery of the mod. You can use a mana diamond or a mana pearl. Surround it with living rock. And what you do is you just throw it right in the mana pool. You can hover over with your wand of the forest to see what behavior the mana pool is set to. Right now, you see there's a picture of the tablet, picture of the mana pool, arrows pointing towards the mana pool. That means the tablet will drain its mana into the pool. You shift right click, it goes the other way around. And that's a good way of moving mana around the world if you need to go for a really long distance, which we're going to do. And since this holds about half, we're going to let this fill up to about half. It's trucking right along. We got 8 of these guys down there. Of course, you can always make more. And we'll be back. Alright. Can watch it drain. Should be just about full. There it is. Just about half a mana tablet. So we are going to head out to the desert. And we're gonna dig a little hole somewhere, or find somewhere to get down into a cave. Here we are in a hole in the ground. I'm gonna put down a little dirt, and I forgot the mana pool. Good thing we have the home map. Oh, there's like a full eclipse going too. Grab this real quick. There we go. We're gonna plop this down. Now we're gonna plop the mana tablet in, and this one, by default, they're always set up the mana pool to extract from the mana tablet. So we're just gonna let it do its thing real quick. And now hopefully I'm remembering how this works. It should just take, yeah, okay, I can hear it. You hear that? That's the sound of stone changing into metamorphic rock. All around us. Now we're gonna dig it out and have some awesome building materials to work with. Now you'll notice we're getting different colors. Since we're in a desert, we're gonna get predominantly the desert stone, but we will get all the others. They're all great. But I thought this would be a cool color to build with. At least for a few buildings. Okay, I think it's finally done. Didn't use that much mana. So we're gonna change that. Throw the mana tablet in there. Pick up our, whatever it is. Marigold choke. That's what it is. It's marigold choke. There it is. And get ready to start digging all this out. Now you can see it doesn't overwrite the modded blocks. It doesn't overwrite the sandstone, ores. It only does stone. And we got quite a bit of it. Mostly the metamorphic desert stone, which is what we were looking for. So we're gonna pop back home, clean out our inventory, and do the same trick in the Tiger. We're in a cave this time. Get an idea of the scale of the thing. Turn blocks way up there. That's pretty good. Alright, back to the building. So this is mostly, or maybe all, out here in the lake gonna be housing. So I'm not gonna go too bananas with it. But we are gonna try to make it look nice. At least from a distance, there will be some variation, we use all those different stone types, and the metamorphic stuff has stairs too, which is awesome. And there's a little chimney up here. So we're gonna change out some of these blocks for other greens sooner or later, because what we really want here is good variation in terms of the colors that we use, like so that it's all like here it's all going to be red and dark oak, but you know, we don't want it to look like just one block and distorting from a distance. Okay, it took a while, but we're up to level 35 with our perks. And you can see kind of the way I've been exploring. We got some of the central ones. The Unbreaking is super cool. The increased perk experience is very important. That's also increased perk experience. Let's say the one we're going for... Where is it? Over there. And that'll help too. Now, it took quite a lot of building to take us there. I've been working on this town. I'll show you what I've got going on. Like, the idea is that the fences and everything will keep the villagers from wandering into the water, and this is all lit up down here. Got lots of little houses. They can fit a lot of beds in them. We could even put 2 more over there. Plenty of room for beds. Because we're gonna want a lot of villagers. I've just been kind of messing around with different block palettes. Some of it has worked out pretty nicely. Some of it is not. Got a few more left to build. And then I'm going to work on the actual workstation buildings up there, as well as the apparatus that we're going to use to actually get us the villagers in the first place. But that's going to have to wait till the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.